The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Prescott yet again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
At the Buccaneers.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. It's Olawale again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
4-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale that time. And it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Second and 15. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Prescott
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Fournette, a first down carry. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Buccaneers. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Dancing to his left. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Final play of the half. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's caught by Howard and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now they'll throw with Brady. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Brady. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will make our score 9-0. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Prescott, and his throw here is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's third and short.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third and one, here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And again, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin.
Prescott.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third and short.
Third down, and 3 yards to go.
To the air again, Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
Prescott.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain
The
of
time
6.
to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Olawale. Levante David in on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Vita Vea able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, Jack.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the
tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
39-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.